Welcome to the Ultimate Jesus Bible Quiz with 30 questions to test your knowledge. Think you know everything about Jesus? This quiz will challenge you like never before. With these carefully crafted questions, you'll journey from the basics to the toughest biblical trivia. The first 10 questions are easy, a perfect warm-up to get you started. The next 10 raise the bar, offering a solid challenge for intermediate minds. The final 10 questions, that's where things get serious. Only true Bible experts will make it through. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with how many you got right. Let's dive in. Where was Jesus born? Bethlehem, Nazareth, or Jerusalem? The answer is Bethlehem. What did Jesus do to heal a blind man in Bethsaida? He spit on the man's eyes and laid his hands on him. He spoke a word of healing, or he made mud with his saliva and applied it to the man's eyes. The answer is, he spit on the man's eyes and laid his hands on him. Who baptized Jesus? Peter, James, or John? The answer is John. What job did Jesus have before his ministry? Fisherman, shepherd, or carpenter? The answer is carpenter. Who tempted Jesus in the wilderness? A Pharisee, the devil, or a Roman soldier? The answer is the devil. How many days was Jesus in the wilderness? 30, 50, or 40? The answer is 40. What did Jesus feed the 5,000 with? Fish and cheese, bread and fish, or grapes and bread? The answer is bread and fish. Who walked on water with Jesus? Andrew, Peter, or John? The answer is Peter. What was Jesus' first miracle? Turning water into wine, healing a blind man, or raising Lazarus? The answer is turning water into wine. What did Jesus do when he saw the merchants in the temple? Bless them, overturn their tables, or ignored them? The answer is overturn their tables. Great job so far. You've answered the easy questions. Now, let's test your knowledge with some intermediate level questions. Get ready for a challenge. What was the specific hour that Jesus was crucified according to the Gospel of Mark? The 3rd hour, the 6th hour, the 7th hour? The answer is the 3rd hour. After cursing the fig tree, where did Jesus go next in the Gospel of Mark? To the Mount of Olives, to the temple, or to the house of Simon Peter? The answer is to the temple. Who joined the Pharisees in questioning Jesus about paying taxes to Caesar? The scribes, the Sadducees, or the Herodians? The answer is the Herodians. What did people try to use to restrain the demon-possessed man in the region of the Gerasenes before his encounter with Jesus? Chains and shackles, ropes and nets, or guards and soldiers? The answer is chains and shackles. How did Judas identify Jesus to the soldiers? Pointed, called out his name, or kissed him? The answer is kissed him. Fulfilling the prophecy from Zechariah, what specific animal did Jesus ride into Jerusalem during his triumphal entry? A horse, a donkey colt, or a full-grown donkey? The answer is a donkey colt. In the Gospel of John, who said, "Sir, we would like to see Jesus," when they approached his disciples? The Sadducees, some Greeks, the Pharisees. The answer is some Greeks. What did Jesus do before feeding the 5,000? He gathered the people in a synagogue to teach, gave thanks and broke the bread, or he fasted for 40 days. The answer is gave thanks and broke the bread. Who requested Jesus to turn water into wine? His mother, a servant, or the wedding host? The answer is his mother. What did the disciples think when they first saw Jesus walking on the water? That he was a prophet, that he was an angel, that he was a ghost? The answer is that he was a ghost. Great job. You've answered the intermediate level. Now let's tackle the hardest questions. And don't forget to subscribe. In the story of the woman caught in adultery, which group of people left first after Jesus spoke to the accusers? The younger ones, the scribes, the older ones? The answer is the older ones. In which miracle does Jesus explicitly say he's doing it so that you may know that the Son of Man has authority on earth to forgive sins? Healing the man born blind, healing the paralytic lowered through the roof, or healing the woman with the issue of blood? The answer is healing the paralytic lowered through the roof. Which Old Testament prophecy foretold that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem? Micah, Jeremiah, or Isaiah? The answer is Micah. Which disciple said, "Let us also go, that we may die with him," referring to Jesus? Thomas, Peter, or John? The answer is Thomas. When Jesus' disciples return from buying food during his conversation with the Samaritan woman, how do they react? They question him for speaking to a Samaritan woman. They rebuke the woman for speaking with Jesus. Or they are confused, but do not ask him about the conversation. The answer is they are confused but do not ask him about the conversation. What did Jesus say to the Sadducees about resurrection? You will see it. You don't know the scriptures. Or God will reveal it. The answer is, you don't know the scriptures. Who did Jesus appear to on the road to Emmaus? Peter and John, Cleopas and another, James and Andrew? The answer is Cleopas and another. Who was the first person to recognize Jesus as the Messiah when he was still a child? Simeon, John the Baptist, or Anna the prophetess? The answer is Simeon. In John 8:58, Jesus makes a statement that causes a strong reaction from his audience. What does he claim about himself in this verse? The Father is greater than I and the Father are one. Or before Abraham was, I am. The answer is, before Abraham was, I am. In Revelation, John sees a vision of Jesus in the midst of 7 golden lampstands. What is Jesus described as wearing in this vision? A white garment with a red sash, a robe with a golden sash, or a crown of gold? The answer is a robe with a golden sash. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment below how many you got right, and don't forget to like and subscribe.